Hey guys, my podcast today is in my kitchen, and the reason for that is because your kitchen is your most important workout room in your entire house. I don't care if you have a home workout system, I don't care if you do Beachbody products and DVDs like P90X and TurboFire, I don't care if you have a weight room in your house, or if you go to the gym like we do, we mix it all up. But basically, you need to be considering your nutrition first, because it doesn't matter how strong you are and how tight your abs are or any of that. If you've got a fat layer over all the top of it, you're not going to see any of the great gains that you've made. So you need to fuel your body like an athlete. And what that means is you need to understand how your body processes things. Now, let me tell you this. My big thing is that I teach my patients that your body is an organic machine. And what that means is that it's not like a car machine. You know, a car, it's input in, input out. So you put oil into it, you put gasoline into it, and you're going to get one output, right? And the better you take care of it and you keep maintenance on it, the longer it's going to last. It's pretty simple. Your body, though, is more complex because it's a big machine, and it's got a lot of processes that go into it. And so you need to fuel your body the right way. If all you're doing is pumping toxins into your body, for example, your body's not going to be able to process doing anything else because all it's trying to do is reverse the damage that you're doing to it. So if all you're eating is junk food, or all you're putting into your body is a high level of fat or bad carbohydrates, then your body's not going to function properly. You're not going to actually get good sleep. You're not going to have good workouts. And that's all your body's going to do until it dies, is trying to process out that stuff. So you need to make sure that you're fueling your body properly. Now, there's some key elements that you need to do for this, because your body processes in a very specific way. Your body processes fats first, second it processes protein, and then it processes carbohydrates in a chain. So yes, I said carbohydrates. Low carbs is okay. You know, I follow kind of a primal diet-ish type of diet myself. But you also need to remember that carbs help fuel your body. And it does it like this. First, your body takes the fat, and then it processes the protein into lean protein. So it's burning the fat, then it's burning the protein into your lean muscle, and then it's taking the carbs and it's lasting until your next meal. So if you're eating 5 times a day, small portion meals, take your calorie count for the day and break it down into 5 small meals, and that's the calories that you need to eat at each meal. And you need to be eating the right amounts of good fats, of lean proteins, and of carbohydrates in order to fuel your body. So you can go low carb, but don't go no carb, especially if you're working out heavily. You don't want to do that at all. Low carb is okay, or no carb is okay, actually, if you're not really working out. And I know that there's a lot of people would disagree with me about that necessarily, but we can get into that later. Right now, just understand that it's a chain. So basically what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're getting enough of the fats, enough of the protein, and enough of the carbs in your diet. And you can do that in the morning by eating a good breakfast. So let's start at the beginning. You wake up in the morning, right? And the first thing that you do normally is reach for a cup of coffee. Don't do that. Get yourself a large glass of water with some lemon or some lime in it. Studies have shown, and you know this from basic science classes, your body is comprised mostly of water. So what does it need more than anything? It needs more water. So you wake up and the first thing you do in the morning, you take some water and you get that into your system, and what it's doing is it's flushing out all of those toxins that have been kind of lingering over from the night before. So that's the first thing that you can do for health. The second thing is eat a good, healthy breakfast. Mom always used to say that breakfast was the most important meal of the day, and it's very true. You need to get the right amount, again, of the fat, the protein, and the carbohydrates into your daily meal so that then you can go work out. Then for me, like me, I'm an athlete, so I go work out. I work out pretty heavily. I work out 60, maybe 90 minutes a day kind of a thing, and I do a mix of strength training, a mix of cardio, and a mix of yoga stretching throughout my week. And in order to fuel that, I need to make sure that I get enough of, those basic foundational foods in my diet in the morning. So I might go onto myfitnesspal.com and log all that in so that I know that I've got the right mix of things so that I'm fueling my body right. And then, me personally, I have to wait about an hour for my body to settle and digest, and then I go work out. And then right after my workout, it's key you have to boost your glycemic index. You have to get some glycogen in your body so that your body can then reuptake more lean protein. And it does this best with a liquid protein. So you could take like P90X recovery formula is what I drink while I'm working out as well as after I work out in that window of time, because that's when your body's going to repair itself and build that lean muscle. And that lean muscle is awesome because what this sucker does is it breaks down all the fats and it eats those. So I'm actually getting leaner and thinner, and I'm breaking down my body fat better by doing that. So that's the process that you need to do. The other thing that there's a little thunder and lightning there. The other thing you need to do is you need to focus on your vitamin intake. So like glucosamine. I have to take glucosamine because kickboxing was starting to kind of rub my knees the wrong way. And I've always had slightly weak ankles, and so I needed to up the glucosamine in my diet so that I could make sure that I was, my muscles were flexible and limber enough so that I could start building that muscle back again around my legs, so I could support and protect them. A good multivitamin is also what you need to do. Start off young. I've got kids. I know some of you have kids. Start your kids off right, just like your parents did with Flintstone vitamins. Remember those? They still have them out there, but there are even better products now. This one is made by a company called Rainbow Light. It's an organic multivitamin. It's chewable for kids, and that's just incorporated into the day. We all take our vitamins. In fact, I do that with my breakfast so that I don't ever forget, and the kids do it too. As you get older, though, you need to be changing your vitamins up. This is a metabolism formula. It's by Beachbody. They're called Activate vitamins. This one has green tea and L-carnitine in it that help boost metabolism and also help burn body fat as well. So you can use vitamins like this. You could use vitamins that are specific to you being a woman or being a man, and that's always important too. Another thing that you really need, and this is from the mental health counselor in me, you need to be taking some fish oil. Fish oil has DHA in it, and DHA is the building block for the brain. You need to have good brain health. Good mental health will keep you fitter and healthier and looking younger and not stressed out. So you need to really be focusing on getting the things in your diet like fish oil that will help your body, the organic machine, to rebuild itself. We used to think that brain cells, once they died, they were dead forever and you could never rebuild them. Well, we know that that's not true anymore because your body can regenerate to a certain extent, not 100%, but your body can regenerate some. I mean, there's a reason why I'm almost 40 and I look the way that I do, because I take care of myself and I fuel my body like it's an organic machine. Another thing that you can help with cellular repair, Mark from the Daily Apple, who does the primal stuff, love his site. He really pushes for alpha lipoic acid. This is a good cellular regeneration supplement. Also, CoQ10 is a really good supplement as well. Right now, there's still a lot of studies on CoQ10, but I actually use some moisturizer and some skin products with CoQ10 in them too. And I think that they really work. I mean, I don't have a lot of wrinkles, do I? Then you've got, for good brain health also, vitamin D. We know that good amounts of vitamin D are essential for your body. Now, one of the things that is recent research is people are not able to process vitamin D the same way as they get older. So when we were younger, we could get a lot of the vitamin D we needed just from going outside and playing outside in the sun. But now we know that older folks can't process that vitamin D the same way, and so we have to take supplements. So make sure that you're getting enough vitamin D, because this sucker can actually help with depression too. It bolsters some of those neurotransmitters in the brain, which we'll talk about in another one. Niacin. Be careful with this guy. There's flushing and non-flushing formulas, and I didn't know what flushing was. I thought, oh, flushing just means that your face gets red, right? No, that's not what it means when it comes to niacin. Be careful with this guy, because niacin is necessary in your body, but a lot of us are depleted of niacin and we don't know it. And so if you take too much of it all at once, especially if you take the one that doesn't have anything about flushing on it, which this one doesn't, then you can have a really bad reaction. Trust me, I thought I was going to die, and you can't die from it, but I mean, just be careful with it. You know, take it slow. L-lysine, this is another one that Mark from the Daily Apple recommends for helping to break down protein. And so that's really obviously a good thing. A lot of people are talking about Tonal and CLA. I haven't personally gotten a lot of really awesome effects from it, but I know some people who have. So you can, feel free to chime in with your own experience with that if you want to, but I thought I'd throw it in here because a lot of people are talking about it. Biotin's really good for your hair and for your nails. And for skin, so I make sure that I take a little extra niacin every couple of days, biotin, sorry, not niacin. Beta-carotene is vitamin A. This one also, really good for your eyes, really good for your health and all of that. Oh, and I wanted to mention too with the L-lysine, one thing I didn't know until a few days ago, that a dermatologist friend said that this is really good for being a natural antibiotic, and that people with acne, when they get older, are like, I never had acne past being a teenager until recently. I think it's a hormone shift. And so this is supposed to help with that. And so I use tea tree wipes on my face, as well as some of the other products that I use, but the L-lysine is supposed to help with that too. So if you have that problem, then taking some L-lysine could be helpful for you. Liquid B complex. Don't grab that cup of coffee in the morning. I am the first one to admit my guilty pleasure are iced lattes. I love them, but I limit myself to them during the week because I know that it's not necessarily great for me. So I use Liquid B complex instead for my energy boost. Don't grab that Monster drink or that Red Bull because they're loaded with sugar and sodium. Even the low sugar one it's got some really crazy stuff in it. So you really want to stay away from things that aren't natural. You want to eat as close to source as possible and as fresh as possible. So you want to be searching for foods that are from the local butcher shop if you can. You want to go to farmers markets or grow your own garden. You want to be, really stay away from places like Walmart. Walmart is horrible. Don't go to Walmart. I can share with you so much research about how Walmart and stores like it and the GMO produce companies are just poisoning us with all of these toxins and things that they have in them. So you're not going to be able to eat 100% clean. You just won't. I mean, I'm the first one to admit it. But like a good friend of mine said, you need to go 80-20. You need to be trying for 80% of the food that you intake to be clean and fresh, and then 20% of it can be the other. One of the things that you also need to remember is that you need to get enough of everything in your diet. Shakeology is a really good product for that. I actually have a list that shows all of the major meal replacements up against Shakeology, so Isogenics, Herbalife, GNC, all of those brands. They all have meal replacements that are all good. But Shakeology's got a lot of nutrients and essential amino acids and enzymes in it that the other ones just don't have. And so I can share that information with you. But I drink a Shakeology a day. This is the new vegan chocolate. I love the vegan strawberry. That's absolutely my favorite one of all of them. But the vegan chocolate's really good too. They've got some non-vegan ones. They have dairy in them. So if you're vegan, you can use this too. And it's one of the few products that actually has a vegan one of it. So, I definitely, limited supply, I can maybe send out some samples or something. But definitely talk to me about it if you're interested, because I can get you a discount as a Beachbody coach too. So those are some nutrition tips and some supplement tips. I hope that that was really helpful for you. Again, make sure that you're eating as close to source as possible because that's really important. And also understand how your body is being fueled, because if you don't, you're going to see stalls in your process. And I don't want to see that for any of you because it's not good for you to be stalling. There's no reason for it. If you're fueling your body the right way, if you're getting enough water, if you're getting enough sleep, if you're doing the right things to fuel your organic machine that is your body, then you're definitely going to see gains. And you're going to feel awesome, and you're going to look younger, and you're going to be less stressed out, and you're just going to have a great time. Your moods are going to be up, and it's a win-win process. I don't care what age you are. Remember, I'm almost 40. I've got a teenager in the house. She's almost 18. And so, I have to keep up with her and my little ones. It's important, but it's even more than that. I want to feel great about myself. I want to have self-esteem. And trust me, I did Depo-Provera for 3 years, for almost 4 years, and it rocked my world. It was one of the worst things that I think I've ever put in my body, ever, ever, ever. And I really recommend, if any of you are on Depo-Provera, that you change that and that you do something else, because Depo can create osteopenia. It can just, I mean, it's a horrible thing, and I don't want to get into it because I'll get on my soapbox and take this a lot longer, and we've already been 15 minutes. So that's my podcast for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And I want you to keep posting, and I want you to share your ideas and your thoughts. And this week is all about nutrition and working out. So make sure that you are doing the healthy things to fuel your body and your organic machine. And I will talk to you later. Keep posting. Bye.